Hey everyone, Matt here. So it's been 10 days since our last cardboard nuke inspection, and now that we're getting into September, I think that this will be our last. I think it's time to let these bees get ready for winter, and my plan for that is we're going to replace cardboard nuke number 2 with my gray nuke box back here, then go through cardboard nuke number 1, find the queen, pinch her off, and then combine all those frames and all those bees with cardboard nuke number 2. Then that should give them a big enough population to gather lots of resources for the wintertime. So let's get into it. So before we move them into some wooden hive bodies, let's take one last look at how these cardboard nukes have held up over the summer season here. So you can see that they have opened up this front entrance quite a bit, 1/4 inch on top there. The cardboard did get kind of crushed a little bit at the front. That was before we had the plywood support underneath it. And you can see the front there, the cardboard's starting to bleach, like the wax is coming off it. The front top hole is still open. They actually kind of opened it up a 1/4 inch larger than what it was before. So there's no real change from last week. It's still 3.5 inches by 2 7/8. The only difference is that they started chewing away that frame rail that fell down. So they were sealing up the rear top hole there last week, but they decided only to cap over half of it, and the other half is still open there, about a bee width. So cardboard nuke number 2's front entrance, because we didn't have that wood supporting it and it scrunched up, it opened up a little hole on the side there that they could use. But other than that, the front entrance is exact same as I cut it in the beginning there, all square. The top little hole at the front is almost exactly the same as it was when we first put it out. It is a little faded. The cardboard and some of the wax is starting to peel off, but the hole is still the exact same size as it was. The rear top hole they have opened up about a 1/4 inch or so for ventilation there. So the final dimensions of that rear entrance that they made is 1 7/8 inches by, I'd say, 2 inches at its highest peak there. Yeah, here she is. Oh, her mark's kind of fallen off a little bit. Here she is right here. Her mark's kind of come off a little bit, so I think I might remark her. Yeah, let's do that. So there she goes. So we just put a little brighter mark. I guess I must have put her in there when it wasn't dry yet, and it must have came off. So I just reapplied it, and we'll let it dry properly this time. Kind of neat though, as you can see how they chewed all around inside the rear entrance there. Kind of neat. Just leave this out front. Should be dry by now, I think. So let's release it back in here. I'm just gonna open this up a little bit. Just a little bit. There she goes. Put this lid back on. Okay, we'll let them kind of acclimatize to the thing, and then we'll start with cardboard nuke number 1 now. First frame, here's the queen right there. With the yellow dot there. Oh, I forgot my cup. I'll be back. Just kind of set her out here really quick. Actually, what I'll do is I'll catch her, and then I'll go grab my cup. Actually, no. I'll just grab it really quick. Okay, we got my cup. So she's still on the frame here. Let's catch her. Oh, you know what I should do first is try and open that. It's probably the main spot. So here we go. Oop. That's the one. Now we'll just throw all these frames in there. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna empty all the frames out, and then pop the box in there with all the nurse bees, and then throw all the frames in. So that went well. All the foragers from the cardboard nuke number 1 are headed back to where their hive used to be, and that's fine. They'll probably get amalgamated into the Timmy hive, which obviously needs a numbers boost. So I thought I'd show you some of the foragers returning here, and once they get back, yeah, they're a little disorientated that the hive's not there, but once they land and they're like forming a line coming down here and going into the Timmy hive here. And there's actually some bees down here that are fanning, saying, hey, this is the way you should go. And as long as they're carrying something like nectar or pollen, they'll let them go into the Timmy hive here. So let's just get a little close-up of that, and you can see some of that action happening. So here you can see all those bees fanning and telling them all to come this way. And they're all coming down and then going in there. But I'm also planning tonight, once all the foragers are home, to come back and spin the new gray nuke around to reorientate the bees to the front of the hive stand. I'm going to put a blockage in front of it, and then when they come out in the morning, they should reorientate. So at that time, if there's a big cluster here of bees, I'll just kind of scoop them in my hand and throw them in the top of the hive there. So that should work out well. But good day nonetheless. So if you like this content, you can thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you on the next one.